Hi, I'm Ibrahim Antonio from BTVTED 15 FSM, and today we're gonna tackle about Global North and Global South comparison about different types of globalization. In my topic, financial globalization, as you can see to the definition of it, is like a global financial network where money and investment can flow freely between different countries, and it's like having a global bank where people from all over the world can deposit, withdraw, and borrow money. This can be good because it allows countries to invest in each other and grow their economies. However, it can also be risky because problems in one country can affect others, especially smaller countries. So the statement says that the countries in global north have developed financial markets that are efficient and well connected. They can easily access international money and have a big say in global economic rules. These countries are also at the forefront of financial technology innovation and have a strong regulation in place to keep their markets stable. In the Global South, the statement says that many countries have developing financial markets that struggles with limited access to capital and are more sensitive to global economic changes. They often depend on foreign investments and loans, which can lead to debt issues. However, there are positive developments in financial technology that are helping more people access financial services. To make it short, the Global North has advanced financial markets with easy access to capital and strong regulations, while the Global South struggles with developing markets and reliance on foreign investments. And that's all for financial globalization. The next topic is economic globalization.
And for now, we will be talking about the economic globalizations of global north and the global south. And first of all, let us define the economic globalization. Economic globalization refers to the mobility of people, capital, technology, goods, and services internationally. It is also about the integrated countries in the global economy. It refers to how interdependent different countries and regions have become across the world. The global north refers to the wealthier, more industrialized countries. These countries are often characterized by higher levels of economic development, advanced infrastructure, technological innovation, strong education and healthcare system, and political influence on the global stage. Simple words, yung economic globalization sa global north is mas maayos kasi meron silang may mas develop yung mga country na nakapaloob sa global north. Meron silang maayos na pamamalakad sa gobyerno, and yung kanilang education and healthcare system is mas maayos compare sa ibang country. Mabilis silang makadevelop ng mga technology na nagagamit natin sa ngayon and pwede pa natin magamit in the future. And mas advance yung pagbuo ng mga infrastructure, and mas marami pa silang nade-develop na structures like mga buildings, na mga malls, and mas nagiging modern yung mga kagamitan na meron sila. However, the global south comprises less developed or developing countries, primarily in the southern hemisphere. These countries are often face poverty, underdevelopment, limited resources, access, and political instability. Sa madaling salita naman, yung global south daw ay mas less developed countries. Ito yung mga parang sila yung mga bansa na palaging nakakaranas ng mga kahirapan like the climate change, mas poor and weak yung mga infrastructures nila, yung education and healthcare system compare sa global north. And lagi silang limitado sa mga natural resources. Kaya ito yung nagre-result kung bakit yung pag-unlad ng ekonomiya nila ay napakabagal. Also, I noticed that global north and global south faced common challenges like climate change, environmental degradation, and global pandemics. And through these challenges that we encounter in our own country, mas nagkakaroon ng interconnectivity ang bawat bansa na mayroon sa buong mundo na nagresulta sa good relationship and unity ng bawat bansa na mayroon tayo.
Good morning, ma'am. Explaining technological globalization. What is technological globalization? Technological globalization is a process through which technology facilitates global communication and connection, diminishing the effects of physical distance between people and countries. It enables the sharing of information, resources, and cultures across the world with unprecedented speed and efficiency. Based on this, the technological globalization is the fastest way to communicate and to have a connection to other countries, and they give information resources and culture across the world in the fastest way. Example of technological globalization is Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, etc. And thank you. Technological globalization in the global north is defined by its leadership and innovation, with breakthroughs in fields like artificial intelligence and biotechnology. This region benefits from robust infrastructure, including widespread high-speed internet, which facilitates seamless technology adoption. High levels of investment in research and development drive continuous advancement, enhancing productivity and efficiency. As a result, these factors contribute to significant economic growth and strengthen the global north competitiveness in the global market. Global South Technology. Through new research and this resource, scale regions face profound material constraints. They are the real innovators of technology, doing more with less, finding ways to design, create, and shape technologies to support their lives. Technologies are created not just to support their makers' own pocketbooks, they are guided by values that benefit the communities they live within and the sustainability of the natural environment around them. Examples of digital technologies designed and controlled from the ground up by local users and flourishing around the world. So, what is Global South technology? When it comes to technologies, the Global South is the most difficult because in their area the emergence of new technologies is delayed. So, those who live there make a way to have technology. They design, create, and shape technologies to support their lives. Both the global north and the global south are becoming increasingly interconnected through enhanced digital connectivity. With rising internet access, improving communication, and information sharing, they are both showing a growing interest in adopting emerging technologies like artificial intelligence and renewable energy. To tackle global challenges, additionally, both regions leverage technology to drive economic growth and enhance social outcomes, highlighting their shared involvement in technological globalization.
Hi, I am Kurt Daniel Tucson, and I will now be discussing the definition and meaning of political globalization. So, political globalization refers to the increasing interdependence and integration of political systems and ideas on a global scale. It encompasses how nation states interact within the international arena, shaping shared policies and frameworks through diplomatic channels, integrational organizations, and treaties. So, to further explain this, political globalization is when countries around the world would work together more closely and influence each other's political systems and institutions. This involves collaboration and shared policies between countries through entities such as the United Nations, World Trade Organization, and regional organizations like the European Union or ASEAN. And these groups would address global challenges such as climate change, human rights, trade regulations, and conflict resolutions between countries. So basically, political globalization is about teamwork between nations to solve world problems or world issues. Now, while political globalization impacts all countries, its influence isn't felt equally everywhere. So I will next discuss the distinction between the global north and the global south.
Now, political globalization in the global north involves economically powerful countries that shape global policies and set international standards. And these countries are the United States, Canada, and those in Western Europe. They use their power to shape global rules and policies, and They are responsible for international agreements on human rights, environmental policies, and global security. And they play key roles in organizations like the United Nations and NATO, promoting democratic values and influencing global governance. And it is clear that this gives them a major role in how world affairs are managed in the world. But the impact of political globalization is quite the opposite in the global south. So, now here in the global south, the global south refers to countries that are typically less economically developed, like Africa, Latin America, and parts of Asia. And these nations face challenges such as poverty, limited access to education and healthcare, and weaker political influence on the global stage compared to their counterparts in the global north. But despite these challenges, the global south is diverse and actively working to improve its political and economic situations, engaging in global policies while advocating for greater representation in the international decision making to address issues like development, climate change, and social justice for the global south. So, to compare the two and contrast them, the global north consists of wealthier, more industrialized countries with greater political influence and higher living standards, while the global south includes developing nations facing economic challenges, limited political power, and social disparities. That's all. Thank you.
So as of now, we will discuss about the cultural globalization of the global north and the global south. What is cultural globalization? Cultural globalization is when ideas, values, and products expand across the world. Connecting different cultures is allowing people to share experiences, but can sometimes lead to more powerful cultural influencing of overshadowing local ones. For the global north refers to the wealthier countries like the United States, Europe, and Japan. These nations create the trends in areas like media, fashions, and entertainment. Their culture is often adopted worldwide, sometimes reflecting local customs. Global South. The Global South includes less developed regions like Africa, Latin America, and parts of Asia. These areas mix global trends with their own traditions, keeping local customs while also adapting to new influences. This creates a unique blend of our cultures. In conclusion, cultural globalization connects people but also challenges local traditions. The global north sets trends, while the global south blends local and global influences in globalization while protecting local identities.
Ecological globalization. The global north and south has a gap environmental equalities and create challenges in achieving sustainable development goals. Unequal development and consumption pattern between developed and developing nations contribute to environmental disparities. A growing global population put increasing pressure on natural resources. Deforestation, habitat loss, and depletion of freshwater supplies. The interconnectedness of ecosystem means that biodiversity loss in one region can have effect across the globe. The ecological globalization of the global north. We all know that the north is advanced in technology. High resources of high resources demand up because of their advanced economy. The global north plays a significant role in shaping the global economy and environment. While they have contributed to many positive advancements, their high resources consumption and historical dominance have also led to environmental challenges and unequal power dynamics with the global south. Addressing these issues require a shift toward a more sustainable and equitable global system.
Global South. It is a zone where the environment degrades biodiversity loss and displacement of its local communities because of natural resources extraction like mining, logging, and other resource extraction activities that can decimate local ecosystems. The comparative analysis of global and south ecological um, globalization. So first, they are both facing environmental issues including climate change, pollution, and loss of biodiversity. And in terms of industrialization, uh, they have activities and urbanization that has accelerated, contributing to environmental degradation on a global scale. And resource extraction to global demand for natural resources has led to over extraction affecting ecosystems worldwide. And lastly, the policy and cooperation. These are the efforts to address these issues often involve international cooperation and policies, though the progress can be slow and uneven.
So ayun, ako si Seth Nicolas Enriquez ng BTB-TED 15 FSM. So ang topic ko ay sociological globalization. So ano nga bang sociological globalization? Ang sociological globalization, ito yung kung paano naapektuhan ng kultura, lipunan at kilos ng mga tao dahil sa koneksyon sa buong mundo. Ibig sabihin, ang mga tao, ideya at tradisyon ay kumakalat sa iba't ibang bansa at naapektuhan ng mga paniniwala at pamumuhay. Maaari din itong magdulot ng pagkakapareho ng mga karanasan, pero pwede rin itong magbago o magdulot ng hidwaan sa lokal na kultura at pagkakakilanlan. So, ano nga ba yung sociological globalization sa global north? Yung sociological globalization sa global north ay tungkol sa kung paano naapektuhan yung mga mayayamang bansa tulad ng US at Europa sa kultura at mga patakaran sa buong mundo. Sila yung nagpapalaganap ng kanilang media, technology at mga values na ina-adapt din ng ibang bansa. So ano nga ba yung sociological globalization sa Global South? Yung sociological globalization sa Global South, ito yung tungkol sa kung paano naapektuhan yung mga umuunlad na bansa ng mga koneksyon sa iba't ibang bansa. Madalas na nagsasama-sama yung mga lokal na kultura sa mga uso ganyan. So, tas dito na din nagiging dahilan yung pag-imbento nila ng mga bagong pagkatao. Ganyan. The global north and global south are interconnected through global trade and technology. They influence each other's cultures through the exchange of traditions and practices. Many people migrate from one region to another in search of better opportunities. So based dito sa sentence na binasa ko is yung pagkakapareho ng global north at saka global south ay yung interconnected through global trade and technology. Tsaka nai-impluwensyahan din ng isa't isa yung kultura sa pamamagitan ng pagpapalitan nila. Tapos, madaming tao daw dito yung nagmamigrate from one region to another sa paghahanap ng mas magandang oportunidad para sa kanila.